Hey, we are two students at the El Segundo Middle School in California. Recently, we invested several weeks into discovering the causes and effects of poverty. In the US alone, there are 40 million people who are affected by poverty. To start, what exactly is poverty? The dictionary definition for poverty is the state of being extremely poor, but we find that poverty goes much deeper than the literal meaning. Poverty is not only the lack of money, but the lack of livelihood. When people tend to be in extreme debt, their mental health decreases. According to Compassion's website, a nonprofit organization, poor people often believe they are failures, and this message of oppression and helplessness affects their ability to hope for a better future. The article further explains that when people view themselves as having no hope for the future, they jeopardize their relationships with friends and family so that they feel as if they have nothing. According to the American Psychological Association, poverty is one of the main causes behind homelessness, and this is what many people associate poverty with. Homelessness causes hunger, sickness, and exposure to poor environments, such as those that are mainly violent. But it's not just adults that are affected by poverty. Both children and pets suffer from poverty. Kids are given less chances for academic growth because of the lack of money needed in order to attend a good school or to be raised in a fitting environment. Children who are in families affected by poverty have higher chances of them suffering from mental or behavioral disorders. The psychological distress that is brought upon a child in this situation can cause anxiety, depression, and ADHD. In order to prevent people of all ages struggling to reach their full potential and to stop them from suffering physically from a life without a home, people in their communities must come together in order to help create a solution for them. In order to help those in need, we must understand the causes of poverty first and foremost. Several main causes of poverty are chronic unemployment, educational failure, and environmental circumstances. But these are only 3 of many causes of unemployment. Other causes may include discrimination or the failure of a family. All of these instances have one thing in common. They all lead to the possibility of loss in money. Chronic unemployment, in other words, is a long period of time someone spends unemployed. During this time period, it is required to continue to pay bills, causing someone to be pressured to pay for basic living necessities with no income. This would be a case where someone would be dispensing their money, but not collecting it. Many other circumstances are similar to this, and over a long period of time, you run dry of your finances. This in turn causes belongings to be lost and ending up in poverty. Other circumstances such as family separation could cause members of a family to be completely stripped of their worth, leaving them to fend for themselves. All of these situations end up with the same outcome, having a limited amount of money, and with this issue comes more troubling aspects in life. But because we understand the causes of each situation, we hold the ability to help others overcome poverty. For each person, their severeness of debt is different, which is why in order to help guide a person out of poverty, we need to come up with a tailored solution. According to The Guardian, there are 2 main types of poverty: situational poverty and generational poverty. Situational poverty is poverty that was triggered by loss or crisis, and generational poverty is where someone is born into poverty. Many people are homeless, suffer from addiction to drugs and alcohol. The first step towards aiding them is by helping them get over their addiction. By investing in someone, you can help them achieve progress by having them attend rehab. Once they are able to get over their hardships and understand that in order to get better and find themselves again, they need to look for chances to better themselves. One way is to pursue higher education through community college. This not only applies to adults, but also children. Education, as said before, is one of the main causes of poverty. Without an education in the beginning, basic life skills and knowledge needed in order to thrive are not met. Community colleges are one of few resources that don't require tuition to get in. The only items that need to be paid for are textbooks, writing materials, etc. Helping someone in debt can help create more chances for them in the future. Another major aspect of getting out of poverty is finding a job, preferably a stable one. Even simple jobs such as working at a church, Retzel's Pretzels, and easy part-time jobs can work for the time being. But eventually you will need a job. Eventually you will need to find a job that seems fit for you. A full-time job means stable income, and stable income is the best thing for incoming bills and finding a place to live. The power that lies in you to prevent poverty is undeniable. We just need to come together and work as one large group in order to help others.